Hi everyone, this is Elaine. Welcome to Flat Earth for Dummies 101. Definition of dummy: indoctrinated in globe from birth. Let's talk about the ISS, a NASA invention that we are expected to believe is orbiting the Earth at 17,000 miles per hour. The purpose of the ISS is to perform space experiments of various kinds, from biology to astrophysics. This research involves zero gravity in the vacuum of space. Photos of the ISS are all CGI, that is, computer-generated images. The inside of the ISS is an array of confusing and absurd wiring that looks like a class of pre-K children were let loose to plunder at will. How anyone could make repairs or adjustments in this chaotic environment, much less scientific experiments, is anyone's guess. Periodically, astronauts perform spacewalks to make repairs or adjustments or perform exterior experiments. These spacewalks occur as the ISS is zipping along at over 17,000 miles per hour. The astronauts are protected by their spacesuits, which, like the Apollo spacesuits, can stand up to the vacuum of space and whatever space debris might be zooming by. Theoretically, there are millions of micrometeors zipping along at up to 6,000 miles per hour, any one of which could penetrate an astronaut's spacesuit, resulting in instant death. Since the ISS is orbiting at 17,000 miles per hour, you have to assume the astronaut is dragged along by the tether, which would have to be as strong as steel. Some spacewalks have dispensed with the tether, and supposedly the astronauts have thrusters that serve to keep them up with the ISS. How thrusters could compensate for that kind of speed is quite amazing, not to mention the effects of such instant acceleration on the astronaut. Yet NASA claims they have never lost an astronaut in a spacewalk. Wow, what a safety record for over 200 spacewalks. Take a look at the exterior of the ISS. Would you want to speed along in the vacuum of space in such a patchwork? ISS astronauts are trained at the Neutral Buoyancy Lab in Houston, where NASA has built a large-scale mock-up of the ISS and placed it under 40 feet of water to simulate zero gravity with the buoyancy of water. Interestingly, bubbles and scuba tanks have been detected in live ISS feeds. Meanwhile, the internal ISS feeds often demonstrate that the astronauts are not in zero gravity, but are wearing harnesses. Special effects and floating objects have portrayed glitches in the CGI programming. Female astronauts have ridiculously permed hair. There is no running water on the ISS, making the care of long hair problematic. My opinion is that all astronauts would be required to have shaved heads or closely cropped hair for convenience and safety. If you have seen the ISS in the night sky, all you have seen is a streaking light. It could be anything, including an unmanned drone. The astronauts are in a Hollywood-type studio, probably in California. One astronaut, Chris Cassidy, accidentally slipped that they were in the western United States. NASA's budget for 2018 was $20.7 billion. With so much money at stake, the subterfuge will continue. NASA at the highest levels know the true shape of the Earth. Astronauts and all ancillary support are in the loop and sworn to secrecy. They are highly paid and no doubt aware of what happened to Gus Grissom and fellow astronauts in 1967. All of this subterfuge has been going on for so long that the thinking is there's no turning back. It's like a hamster on a wheel, ever spinning like the fake rotation of our flat, stationary Earth. The Earth is flat. We're the believers, don't eat the deceivers, those who lie. The globe is only true in fairy tales. Only the truth will set you free. The lies were out to get me, to feast upon my brain. Free Masonic wormholes were to blame. Then I saw the way. Now I'm a flat earther. There is no curve, no globe in my mind. The earth is flat. We're the believers, don't eat the deceivers, those who lie. The earth is flat. We're the believers, don't eat the deceivers, those who lie. The lies were out to get me, to feast upon my brain. Free Masonic wormholes were to blame. Then I saw the way. Now I'm a flat earther. There is no curve, no globe in my mind. The earth is flat. We're the believers, don't eat the deceivers, those who lie. The earth is flat. We're the believers, don't eat the deceivers, those who lie.